Welcome back into Odd Arcade, guys. The day is here, so we finally know about PlayStation's Game Pass competitor, or really, it's a service. It's a little bit of a supplemental service, uh, more than it is a direct competitor, in my opinion. It definitely is a competitor, but you're not getting the day and date games, so it's more of a supplemental service to your standard PlayStation Plus that you would have seen before. This merges everything. So what we're seeing is it's going to merge PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus, and that's really essentially what it is, plus some bonuses. So there's three tiers. Let's go through them here. PlayStation Plus Essential. This is the base tier. If you have PlayStation Plus now, you're going to automatically be upgraded to this. It runs at $9 a month, $60 yearly if you want to pay that yearly fee. That's the way to go, honestly, on all of these, and it makes a big difference the further you go down this list. Benefits provide the same benefits that PlayStation Plus members get today. So, 2 monthly downloadable games, exclusive discounts, cloud storage for saved games, online multiplayer access. So, your standard stuff. The price gives you the pricing options. The second tier is kind of where things get interesting. So, this reminds me of combining PS Now and PlayStation Plus together. So, what you're getting here is all the benefits from the essential tier, so PlayStation Plus benefits, adds a catalog of 400 games, and there's an asterisk, so I'm sure that goes up and down over time, of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games, including blockbuster hits from our PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party partners. Games in this extra tier are downloadable for play. What I believe they're saying here is games in the PlayStation Plus extra tier. So this entire tier are downloadable for play. I don't think they're saying there's an extra tier within this of games that are downloadable while some are streaming. I think they're just saying it's all downloadable here. Your pricing, $15 a month, or $100 yearly. Get the yearly, in my opinion, if you're planning on keeping the service for any length of time. PlayStation Plus Premium, this to me is the most exciting tier. And really, I think the one that most people are going to go for, in terms, if you've been looking for a Game Pass competitor, this would be the tier I think that is interesting to you personally. So what we have here, it provides all the benefits from the last two tiers, plus 340 additional games. So you're looking at 740 games here, in total with those two. Of these additional games, and again, there's an asterisk, so that's going to fluctuate. Of these additional games, you're looking at PlayStation 3 games, via cloud streaming. Anybody who knows PlayStation 3 development and that the 8-core system they used with that ancient architecture, or really they tried to do something interesting with that architecture and it caused them problems that entire generation. They're still having trouble emulating PlayStation 3 games. People on PC are having trouble emulating PS3 games. That's why you don't see these games downloadable, because it's a disaster to emulate PS3 games still. So they're going to be via cloud streaming, unfortunately. And then a catalog of beloved classic games available in both streaming and download options from the original PlayStation, PS2, and PSP generations. This is cool. One thing to think about is beloved games available in both streaming and download options. So I'm assuming this means they are all downloadable, as they should be from these older generations. I hope that does not mean some are downloadable and some have to be streamed. I doubt that's the case. I just think they're saying that they're all downloadable. So anything outside of PS3 should be downloadable here, which is awesome. And I'm excited to see some PSP, PS2 games, original PlayStation games come to this. That's awesome. So excited for this. How many of those games will be there? I'm not sure. I think it would be an interesting test to go through PlayStation Now and check out how many PS3 games are currently there. Subtract that from this 340, and that'll probably give you a good idea of what how many PS2 and PSP games, PS1 games are going to be available. They may add PS3 games to this list, but I would assume they're going to transfer over the stuff that's already there. It offers cloud streaming access for the original PlayStation, PS2, PSP, PS4 games offered in the extra and premium tier markets, where PlayStation Now is currently available. Customers can stream games using PS4, PS5 console, and PC. I did notice they left mobile out here. They've got 3 asterisks, which I haven't gone through and checked out what they mean by that. But that's interesting to me. I would assume it's still there. But that's interesting. Time-limited game trials will also be offered in this tier, so customers can try select games before they buy. So, if you're looking for the demos they're talking about, I'm not sure how this is going to work. It could be similar to Steam, where they give you 2 hours to try the game out. If you don't like it, you can return it. It could also mean that you just get 2 hours free, or whatever time period they give you free. It could mean that they have demos specifically created for each game. To me, that is probably not what's going to happen, unless it's limited game trial. So unless not all games have this feature. So customers can try select games before they buy. So this, when I see this, to me, this means that not all games are going to have this. It's not a requirement if you want to put your game on PlayStation. So this could mean to me that they're going to encourage developers to give you a snippet of game or a snippet demo instead of like a 2-hour trial. You just play the game as a 2-hour trial. I don't like that. To me, I hope that's not the case. And frankly, it might not be. It might be that just a select few games are willing to say, yeah, you can play our game for 2 hours. We'll give you the full game. If you like it after 2 hours, we lock you out. You can go buy it if you enjoyed it. I'm hoping that's how it's handled, because devs don't want to cut out a snippet of the game and give you a demo. I'm sure they don't want to go through that trouble. They would rather just hand you the game, give you a lockout point, and so there's no extra work on their end. Hopefully that's what it is. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. There's going to be a press conference coming out, I'm sure, about this in the future, and they're going to break this down. But that's something to look out for, to see what they mean by those demos or that free trial. Pricing, $18 a month USD. 120 yearly. So one thing to think about, if you go with the monthly here, let's pull up a calculator. You go with the monthly, you were looking at, let's just do the quick math here, times 12, like 216 a month if you pay monthly versus 120. So 120 is almost two third-party video games. Definitely the yearly is just such a big advantage here. You're saving a lot of money. So that's an interesting way to go there. I would encourage you to do the yearly if you go at this price tier, really any price tier, if you plan on saving or playing this for any length of time. If you're staying in that PlayStation ecosystem, definitely do that. Other interesting things to note. Here are some games coming at launch. So the new extra and premium tiers represent major evolutions for PlayStation Plus. Within these tiers, it's our key focus to ensure that the hundreds of games we offer include the best quality content that sets us apart, blah, blah, blah. At launch, we plan to include titles such as, so this means they will include these, but potentially others down the line. So, such as Death Stranding, God of War, I'm assuming this means the first 2016 God of War. We're probably not talking about Ragnarok here. No day and date games. Death Stranding, God of War. We don't know if this is the PS5 version or the upgraded version or the PS4 yet. I assume it's the new one, but we'll see. Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Mortal Kombat 11. It's been out for a while anyway, and Returnal. So that's awesome. I was hoping Sony would do this. I was hoping that they would give you some newer first party like Miles Morales, Returnal, because I feel like that's they've milked all the value they can out of those games. More than likely, like you're still going to get some sales here and there, but you've pretty much maxed out a lot of your potential on these games. I feel like, and they're a great value to bring somebody in. No, you're not going to have God of War day and date or Horizon day and date, but you're going to get a game that came out not too long ago in your first party out on the service. I think that's a good way to get some people in. Honestly, I don't even think putting out God of War Ragnarok would be the worst. You can't do that with every game, but to pull a massive portion, just to give the service a pop and to pull a massive portion of your player base into it for one game, you're going to get people forgetting to turn that service off. You're going to get all that. That's really what these services are based upon. Is they're predicated on you forgetting to cut them off. If you love the value, great. But there is a massive portion of people that just get used to paying for it and honestly don't maximize their value out of it, and they just leave that recurring service going. We all know that's how subscriptions work. To me, putting a game like Ragnarok on would be interesting move. I don't think Sony can do it because they came out and said, we're not going to do this, so they're not going to do it more than likely. We'll just go through the rest of this here. When the PlayStation service launches, PlayStation Now will transition into the new PlayStation Plus offering and will no longer be available as a standalone service. PlayStation Now, this is massively important. PlayStation Now customers will migrate over to the PlayStation Plus Premium, the highest tier, with no increase to their current fees at launch. So, what this means, and people figured this out with GamePass as well, if you want to go and buy a bunch of PlayStation Now at its current price, stockpile it, it's going to automatically transfer you into PlayStation Plus Premium. So you may be able to maximize your money there by taking the leap of faith, buying a bunch of PlayStation Now, and then once the service kicks in, it's going to automatically transfer over to PlayStation Plus Premium. So I need to do the math there, but we could go through and see about could you buy 3 years of PlayStation Now, and then will they honor that and move that over to PlayStation Plus Premium for you? I don't see any asterisks happening here. This is a very clear statement that PlayStation Now customers will migrate over to PlayStation Plus Premium with no increase to their current subscription fees at launch. That's a definitive statement. Sounds to me like you can go load up on PS Now and get a big discount when they swap it over. We'll go through here the rest of this quickly. As this is a massive launch effort, we're rolling out the new PlayStation Plus offerings in a phased regional approach in the June timeframe. So you're looking at April, May, June. We will begin an initial launch in services several markets in Asia, followed by North America, Europe, and the rest of the world where PlayStation Plus is offered. Sorry, I've got dry mouth. I can't speak. We aim to have most PlayStation Network territories live with our new PlayStation Plus game subscription service by the end of the first half of 2022. We also plan to expand our cloud streaming benefit to additional markets, and we'll provide more details at a later date. There's going to be a press conference, hopefully, Building upon more than 25 years of experience in the gaming innovation, this change to our subscription service highlights our continued efforts to evolve our network services business to measure customers' experience. We've got corporate speak here. With all new PlayStation Plus, we are focused on delivering a compelling game subscription service with curated content from our exclusive PlayStation Studios team and our third-party partners. The newly enhanced PlayStation Plus will enable our fans to discover and engage with more content than ever before and deepen their connection with the PlayStation community through shared experiences. We're providing an early look at our PlayStation Plus subscription service today, and we'll plan to share more information with you as we get closer to launch. There we go. So I'm assuming what they mean by we're providing an early look at our new PlayStation Plus subscription service today is just this. We're not going to have any mini press conference today or anything like that. But there it is, guys. Things to think about here, bullet points to think about. Pricing is more expensive than Game Pass. So, than Game Pass Ultimate. So you're looking at more money there. Is it worth it? Are those, let's see, 740 give or take games worth it? I would say it is worth it. If you're in the PlayStation ecosystem, I think that's a great deal. That's a lot of games. I'm curious how these games are rolled out. So we'll see. Are they all downloadable minus the PlayStation 3 games, or are we looking at some sort of weird streaming system? No one likes the streaming. Almost no one likes it. It's not a great experience. So how many of those will be streaming? I'm hoping none beyond the PlayStation 3. That's what they seem to suggest here. The PlayStation Plus Extra is one of the more curious tiers to me. I just feel like you pay the extra $3 and go to premium. Like, I don't see, this is basically PS Now and PS Plus now, in my opinion. You don't get, if you don't care about the demos, I guess, if you don't care about the back compat, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're getting a catalog of back compat. You don't get back compat. You don't get demos. For me, the plus is almost like you paying for PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now, as well as Nintendo's service. So Nintendo has a $3 to $4 Nintendo service, and it gives you access to their old catalog of games. This screams that added on top of current PS Now and PlayStation Plus. Plus, you get some demos. That's what this tells me. I think that's awesome. I don't like that demos are locked behind this tier. Frankly, just put the demos out on everything. I get it, you're making money, but and maybe that's a benefit to you paying the $3. Maybe they're saying, well, if you pay us the $3 a month, you'll save money in the long run by not buying something you don't like. Or Sony could just be consumer friendly and let you refund the games that you don't enjoy right out of the gate, instead of having to take a chance on them and have no rating system within their online store. So those are my thoughts. Essential tier is still there for everybody who wants the essential tier. Same thing that's happening now. PlayStation Plus Premium is really the interesting tier here, and where I think everything is. Another thing to note is that, and this will be the last thing, Sony priced this at $17.99 straight up front. So remember back a couple of years ago, I think, where Microsoft tried to increase the price of gold, I believe it was, and everybody freaked out. So Sony has done it immediately here. So they're increasing with this service. They are increasing this thing to $19 or $18. They're doing it out of the gate, so there's no a year down the line they go, hey, we're increasing it $3, and everybody freaks out. So they're doing it now, and just ripping that Band-Aid off and getting into it. How will that affect them? I don't know. It's also offering different things that you wouldn't get on their previous tier. So Xbox is offering this now. So they're offering, I don't know this many games. This seems like more, but Xbox has back compat now. So it's a little more pricey. They're getting away. They seem to be getting away with it with everything I've seen so far. Does this mean that Xbox sees a green light to bump their service to $18 or $20? I don't know. I would assume they won't do that. They'll just take the good press from being $3 cheaper. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I hope that was a decent little breakdown of what's going on, gave us some things to look forward to, and keep an eye on for the future of the service. And I will see you back later. Peace.